Hello, Omis, and welcome. Welcome to your practice. Welcome to one of my spaces. We're going to jump right in today with a practice revolving around self-awareness, and more particularly resistance, and how we tend to get in our own way. Yeah, pretty much just that. So as always, I want you to make any changes to this flow that better accommodates you and your body and where you're at today. I acknowledge that every day is different, and not every shape will be beneficial to everyone. So you have permission always, but I'm reminding you, you have permission to take anything out, change anything, do whatever you want with this. I am just your humble guide, and yeah, ultimately, you are your own best teacher. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much for saying yes. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. And let's go ahead and get started. We're going to begin kneeling with our knees, thighs, feet together, sits bones on the heels. And take a brief moment here to ground into your practice. So maybe that means bringing your palms face down on your thighs. Lengthen your tailbone down. Lift up through the crown. Now let's really start to activate even here. So what do I mean by that? Well, let's start with our foundation. Press the tops of your feet into the earth. Really lift up here. So as you press down, notice if you tend to lift just a little bit. Now bring your attention to your outer hips. Can you reaffirm? Can you hug everything in towards the midline? Maybe you lift a little bit higher. And now bring your awareness to your shoulders. Go ahead and loop them up and down the back body. Create space. And lift up through the crown of the head. So again, starting at the foundation, really press into the earth. Hug your hips in. Hug everything in towards the midline, even your thighs. Hug your low ribs in towards one another. So imagine you're wearing a corset. Draw the navel to the spine, lengthen the tailbone down. Shoulders drag down away from the ears, and we lift up through the crown of the head. Hopefully you feel nice and active here. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. One more inhale. Keep pressing and exhale. Now bring your palms together, lift your sternum to your thumbs, but maintain this length in the tailbone. And when you're ready, bring the fingertips up and above, lengthen through all four sides of the torso, big inhale in. Exhale, interlace your fingertips, create a little neck hammock and bring your hands behind your neck, the bottom of your head. And again, what's going on in the low ribs? Keep everything hugging in. Here we go. Inhale, open the elbows wide, find a slight back bend. And exhale, navel to spine, elbows go in towards one another as you round through the spine. Inhale to open up. Think of this as a flower blossoming in the sunlight. And exhale, bring it all in, round through, crown of the head goes down. Another inhale, open up wide, create space. And exhale to bring it in. Inhale to open, pause, release the fingertips. Come into cactus arms, bend at the elbows, pull the shoulder blades back, open through the chest. Lengthen your tail, pause here for just a moment, radiate through all 10 fingertips, however many fingertips you have. And slowly release. Right hand comes down to the earth, maybe you stay up on the fingertips, and bring your left arm up and over. Left thigh remains heavy. Left sits bone nice and rooted towards your left heel. And from here, maybe you spiral your heart underneath your left arm. Draw the navel in, think Uddiyana Bandha here. If you're familiar, awesome. If not, awesome, we'll get to that later. Inhale in. And exhale, plant the right palm, lift the hips up, extend the left leg out away from self. Come on to the sole of the left foot. Press the hips forward, take your gaze up towards the sky. Really push the earth away with the right hand so we're not collapsing into the right shoulder. Take an inhale. Exhale, kick your right toes in towards the midline just a little bit. So we can lower our hips down to the earth. Left fingertips are going to go behind, right hand comes towards the left toes. It doesn't even have to come close to touching. And we're going to floss between these two poses, movements, whatever. We're going to go back and forth here. So when you're ready, same way we came in, unravel yourself, plant the right palm, lift the hips up. Left arm reaches up and overhead, gaze up towards the sun, towards your ceiling, the stars, whatever. And slowly lower back down. Left arm behind, right hand maybe taps the left toes, maybe not. And again, same thing, plant the right palm, lift up stargazer, big breath in, expand. And exhale. Last one of these, come on through, tap your left toes. And unravel, one more lift to bring it all back in. When you're ready, start with the right toes, bring them back towards center, bend the left knee, bring the shin next to the right, slowly lower the hip bones down, and come back to seated, palms together at your heart. Take a deep breath in, squeeze everything in towards the midline. And when you're ready, here we go, fingertips go up towards the sky. Lengthen your tail down, maintain this shape or something like it. So even if that means you only go this far, that's fine. We really want to maintain this integrity in the canister, okay? All right, here we go. Interlace your fingertips, maybe the opposite thumb on top, so the interlacing that feels kind of funky. We like to keep things funky here, right? All right, here we go. Interlace, find your neck hammock. And then let's move. Keep the low ribs hugging in. Inhale to open the elbows wide, find a slight back bend. And exhale, bring it in, round through the spine, elbows almost kiss, maybe not. And lift back up, inhale, open. And exhale, bring it in. Inhale, open. Last one, exhale. Inhale, open. Release the fingertips, bend your elbows, cactus arms, pull the shoulder blades back. Stay here. How's your canister? All right, here we go. Left fingertips come down. Find a nice side body stretch at first. Right bicep by the right ear. Go ahead and bend through your left elbow. Find what feels magical in your body today. Maybe you spiral your heart, take your gaze up towards the sky. Feel free to straighten through that left arm. And now here we go. Plant the left palm, lift your hips to extend the right leg, stargazer. Hips go forward, right fingertips reach back as your right toes reach forward. Big inhale. Exhale, kick the left toes over towards the midline, lower the hips down. Right hand goes behind, left hand to right toes or towards right toes. Same thing, spiral yourself, plant the left palm, lift the hips up, big inhale, expand. And exhale to lower down. Right fingertips back, left fingertips forward. One more expansion. I lied. We have to expand to close it back. Here we go, last toe tap though. Whew. And one more stargazer. Plant the left palm, lift the hips up, readjust the left foot, lift the right leg, bring it in. And here we go, kneeling. Bring the palms together, big inhale in. Exhale out, readjust as needed. Reaffirm through the lower body, lift up through the crown for one more big breath. And exhale to release. Plant your palms in front, give yourself some space, walk the knees back, curl the toes under, and when you're ready, lift the knees, lift the hips, downward facing dog, your version. So let's make things clear right from the get-go. Your heels never have to touch the ground. Honestly, I don't think mine ever will. It's not a shape in my body, right? The backs of my legs just aren't long enough for that. So it's okay. Instead, let's focus on length through the spine. So maybe that means bending the knees to lift your heels and lift your hips. Press into the palms evenly. Bring awareness to the index knuckle mound especially. Sometimes there's a little bubble there. There's space between the index finger and the yoga mat. So really, again, reaffirm there. And when you're ready, drop your heels down towards the earth. Feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs and feel free to pedal it out. Wag your tail. Find any organic movements that feel good to you today. And then pause. When you're ready, nice and slowly, bend through the knees, roll yourself forward. Bring the knees down to the earth. Hug the elbows in towards the side body as we lift the toes. Slowly lower the chest down to the earth as you flick your tailbone up. Chin maybe kisses as well. Awesome. Knees, chest, chin. And slowly bring the toes down to the earth. Push yourself up. Protracted plank, half plank here. So we are protracting through the shoulders. The shoulder blades are coming apart. And now from here, nice and slowly, watch your hips as they go down to the earth and ripple all the way down. Great. Here we go. Find a little moment of resistance here. Interlace your fingertips. Find your neck hammock again. Elbows go wide. You can bring your forehead down to the earth. I'm not going to just because I'm talking into the floor. All right, here we go. Zip up through the legs. Pick up the right toes, pull them back. Pick up the left toes, pull them back. Create space in the fronts of the hip creases. Again, elbows go wide. Zip up through the legs. Inhale. Exhale, lift your toes, lift your elbows, lift your chest up off the earth. This may not be a gigantic lift. That is okay. This is hard. Our back body is doing all of this for us, okay? So just be where you are today. Accept where you are today. Embrace your journey. Inhale in, maybe lift a little higher. And exhale to release. Bring your palms to your sides, curl your toes under. Send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take your time getting there. All right, and let's move. Anchor through the left heel. Inhale, right leg goes high. Bend the knee. Bring it up and over. Draw a rainbow, and maybe you bring your right knee towards your right tricep. Plant the toe, plant the foot outside of the hand. Coming into a little lizard shape. Lower the left knee down. Take your left hand and bring it out about 45 degrees away from self. Give yourself some space here. Cool. When you're ready, reach the right fingertips forward, up and back as you bend through the back knee. Maybe you tap your toes. All right, here we go. Let's floss. Release. Left toes come down. Straighten through the right leg. Bring your right hand inside the right foot. Somewhere, anywhere, doesn't matter. Half split variation. And let's go between the two. Roll over the right heel. Bend the knee. Bend through the back knee as well as you draw your rainbow with your right hand up and over. Tap the left toes. And unravel yourself, straighten the front leg, half splits. Back and forth, a few more of these, move at your own pace. I always say it in my public classes, so I'll say it here. We rush enough off of the yoga mat. We do not need to rush on the yoga mat. Am I right? Hopefully you have some nice tunes playing, keeping you in the moment. And here we go. Next time you are wrapped around your right hand to your left toes, maybe you pause. Maybe you catch your foot. All right, now feel free to send the right knee away from self and open up here. Kick your left foot into your right hand. Find a little moment of self-expression here. Make sure you're not collapsing into the left elbow, left shoulder. And slowly unravel, release. Wide-legged forward fold to the left. So lift the back knee, pivot all your toes over towards the left side of the yoga mat, and melt your sweetheart down. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift, create length in the spine, and exhale to fold. Right hand to left leg. You can bring it to the shin, the ankle, the outside of the foot, whatever works for you. And when you're ready, take the left fingertips up towards the sky. Nice little twist here. And slowly release. Take it on through. Left hand to right leg. Open up towards the right. Big breath in. And exhale to release. All right, pivot your way back forward. Right leg is in front. Here we go, walk the fingertips forward, bend through both knees, and when you're ready, lift the left toes, tuck the left knee behind the right. Activate through your left foot, and you can stay here with the fingertips on the ground, or maybe you find a moment of balance here. Bring the palms together, right to heart center, big breath in, and exhale out. Nice and slowly, bring the fingertips down to the earth. Extend the left leg up towards the sky, bow the crown of the head down. Standing split. Let's floss between those two. Bend the left knee, find a tuck, maybe you bring your palms together. And release, standing split. And again, find your tuck, palms kiss maybe, balance challenge, and standing split. One more, bend and tuck, maybe balance. And standing split, pause here. Nice and slowly bring the left foot down to the earth, pyramid pose. As you can see here, I like a short pyramid. Maybe a little bit longer than that, but I like it nice and short. Really so I can square through my hips. It feels really good to drag my left hip back in space. And bow the crown down. Now you can do whatever you want with your hands. If you want to find your cactus arms, awesome. Maybe you want to interlace behind your tailbone, draw the knuckles up towards the sky, cool. So again, have a moment of self-expression. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Great job. Release the hands if they were bound. Nice and slowly bend through the front knee, lift the back toes and send them back. Low lunge. Plant the left palm, inhale, open up towards the right, easy twist. Side plank from here. Think about it, prepare yourself, and when you're ready, pivot to the outside edge of the left foot, bring the right toes down, and maybe you stack, arch to arch, or feel free to bring the left toes, or the right foot behind or in front, or put the right foot on the earth in front of your hips here, a nice bend in the knee for a supported side plank. Wherever you are, push the earth away with the left hand. Make sure you're rooted in the index knuckle mound. Big inhale, reach for the sun or the stars or the clouds, whatever. And exhale to bring it down. Plank pose, pause, knees, chest, chin. Protracted plank, lift, drop the toes down. Slowly watch your hips lower to the earth and then your torso. Interlace, maybe the opposite one on top, the funky gripping. Bring them to the back of your head. Zip up through the legs. Inhale in. Exhale to lift, 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 lift. Stay lifted, you got it. Your back body is doing so great here. It's doing all the work. Stay lifted for 3, 2, 1, and release. Make your way into a downward facing dog. Feel free to pause at any moment and take a drink of water. Maybe just a sip though. You don't want to get too full. All right, here we go. Inhale, lift the left leg high, three-legged dog. Draw a rainbow up and over, left knee to left tricep. Flex through your left toes and plant the foot outside of the left hand. Lizard. And drop the right knee. Plant your right palm out away from self. Create space. And here we go. Left fingertips go forward, up and back. Bend through the back knee. Maybe you tap your toes. And release it, unravel, straighten the left leg. Half splits. Runner stretch. And let's go back and forth. Roll over the left heel, bend the knee, bend the back knee, tap the toes. And bring it forward. And quad stretch, quad tap, toe tap. I don't know what you want to call it. And last half split here. Really drag the left heel back. Cool, roll forward. Tap the toes. Pause here. Maybe you catch the foot. If you do, great. If not, great. Go ahead and take the left knee out away from self. Kick the foot into the hand, open up through the chest. Really press into the right palm. Index knuckle mound. Big inhale in. And exhale to release. Wide-legged forward fold towards the right side of the mat this time. Make your way there. Whew. And this time, left hand to right leg first. Open up, big inhale, reach. And exhale to release. Switch sides. Create space. Nice soulful inhales and exhales. And come back to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift your version. And exhale to fold. If you have a headstand practice, now is the time to get into that. Maybe you try a tripod headstand. Now, we didn't work too much into the core, so not yet anyway, so this might be a little bit more difficult. But if you have a strong inversion practice, you can go ahead and lift up here. Make sure you find your triangle if you're going into tripod headstand. And triangle, I mean point 1, Point 2, point 3, where your crown of the head kisses the earth. Keep your elbows hugging in, nice and slowly. Maybe you stay here with your knees on your arms. Maybe you find a tuck. Maybe you extend the legs up long. I'm going to stay here just so that no yogi left behind. If you're not inverting, your practice is just as beautiful. Embrace where you are today. Embrace the journey. Nice and slowly unravel. Come back to earth. Forward fold. All right, pivot towards the front. Left toes forward. Walk the fingertips forward. Bend through the front knee. And when you're ready, launch forward. Tuck the right knee behind the left. So many forwards there. Sorry. I hate being redundant. And maybe you bring the palms together to kiss. Flex your right toe. Stay nice and active. Yay. Soften the jaw. And release. Fingertips go down. Extend through the right leg. Bow your head down. Standing split. And let's go between the two. Bend and tuck. Maybe you balance. And release. Extend the legs. Standing split. And again, bend and tuck. Last one. Bring the palms together maybe. Flex your right toes. And release. Standing split. Pause here. Bow your brain down to the earth. And nice and slowly, right foot comes down. Get ready for pyramid pose. Find your stance of choice. Pull the left hip crease back. And bow down. Find whatever works for your hands. And take one more inhale in wherever you are. Exhale to slowly bend through both knees. Lift the right toes, send them back. Make your way into your twist. Plant the right palm down. Inhale to open up towards the left. All right, side plank. Really push the earth away with the right hand. Stabilize. Come on to the outside edge of the right foot. Drag the left foot down and find your version on this side. Hug the low ribs in. Stay nice and firm. Take one more big breath. And exhale to release. Plant the palm. Plank pose. Knees, chest, chin. Slowly push the earth away. Protract through the shoulders. Drop the toes down. And the hips go down. Torso goes down. Set yourself up for your locust. Interlace your fingertips. Bring them up and over. Resistance. Create your own resistance so that we get better at moving through resistance off of the yoga mat. Here we go. Zip up through the legs. Inhale in. Exhale, lift, lift, lift. So it's all about how we exist here. Are you getting frustrated? That's okay. Stick with it. Are you handling it with grace? Amazing. It's all a practice. One more inhale. And exhale to release. Palms plant. Send your hips back to your heels. Quick child's pose. Take a rest before we work our way into our peak pose, or peak flow rather, not a peak pose. Kind of, actually. We're headed into baby grasshopper. It's just an option, so know that. You can always keep the feet lowered to the ground. You can always take any variation that works for you. So when you're ready, nice and slowly, make your way into a downward facing dog. We're going to do that same flow essentially without the reps, and we're going to add on. All right, and we're just going to do it once on each side, and then we're going to cool it down, and we can continue on with our day. All right, here we go. Inhale, lift the right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, bring it up and over, plant the foot outside of the right pinky. Lower the left knee, right fingertips reach forward, up and back. Bend through the back knee and tap your toes, just one of these. Right into our wide-legged forward fold from here. Unravel yourself, pick up the back knee, pivot over towards the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Nice and slowly pivot forward. Walk the fingertips forward, bend the right knee, and when you're ready, tuck. Left knee behind the right. Palms kiss, maybe, maybe not. And bring it down, standing split, left toes towards the sky, crown of the head towards the floor. Nice and slowly, left foot comes down, pyramid pose, your stance, your version. Inhale in. Exhale to fold. Plant the fingertips, bend through the knees, lift the left toes, send them back. Move into your twist, left palm down, right arm reaches towards the sky. Big inhale. Here we go. When you're ready, side plank, pivot, drag your right foot back, side plank Vashisthasana. Here we go. Nice and slowly, tap the right toes back behind, lift the hips, wild thing. Adding on here, big inhale. Exhale to slowly lower the hips down just like we did in the beginning. Whoo, awesome. When you're ready, come on down to your back body, readjust, reposition yourself as needed. Let's get into the core a little bit here. Bring the knees over the hips, point or flex through the toes, yogi's choice. Interlace your fingertips again and find your neck hammock. Elbows nice and wide, big inhale. Exhale, extend through the right leg as you bring the right elbow towards the left knee. Nice and slowly come back down, bring it all back to starting point. And other side, extend the left leg, left elbow towards right knee. Exhale. Bring it in. Deep breath. Exhale to twist. Inhale to center, you got it. Exhale to twist. Now keep going back and forth. What's going on in your canister? Hopefully your low ribs are hugging in towards the midline. Low back is nice and flush to the yoga mat. And one more to each side. And we'll meet in center. Release the fingertips, send the toes up towards the sky. Fingertips follow. Head, neck, and shoulders down at first. Inhale and maybe feel shake like me. Exhale, lift your fingertips up towards your toes. Maybe you tap. And extend the arms up and overhead, lengthen through the spine. Inhale in. And exhale, lift and tap. One more. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, lift and tap. Hold, 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 hold. Right leg is shaking. It's okay. Prana moving through the body. And slowly release. Awesome. Here we go. We're going to rock up into a seat. So kick your toes back. Lift yourself up. Extend through the right leg, excuse me. Take your left foot and cross it over your right thigh. Cool. Left arm comes inside of the left leg. We're going to plant our right palm down near our hip. Near our hip. Now, find our tricep wrap. Bring the elbow in towards the side body, okay? Index knuckle mound is nice and firmly rooted. Take your left hand, bring it to the outside edge of the right foot. Here we go, baby grasshopper. Reposition your left foot, however feels good to you. When you're ready, lean your weight forward. Don't be afraid to lean here, okay? Get out of your own way. Reach the crown of the head forward as you maybe lift the hips up. Claw into the fingertips. Lean, 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 lean. Lean, 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 and lift. And slowly release. Whew, awesome job. Bring the left ankle down on top of the right. Hands come over towards the right. Unravel yourself into a downward facing dog. Same thing, other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it up and over. Find your lizard. Lower through the back knee. Reach the left fingertips forward, up and back, tap the toes. And right into your wide-legged forward fold. Readjust, pivot towards the right. Bow your crown. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take it forward. Pivot your feet. Walk your fingertips. Here we go. Find a bend. And when you're ready, lift and tuck. Right knee behind the left. Maybe you bring your palms together. And slowly release. Standing split, crown of the head down, right toes up. And right foot kisses the earth. Pull the left hip crease back. Pyramid pose. Your shape, your version. Big inhale. And exhale out. Nice and slowly. Bring the fingertips forward. Lift the right toes. Send them back. Low lunge twist. Plant the right palm. Inhale, open up towards the left. Here we go. Side plank. When you're ready, bring your left foot back on top of the right. Maybe, maybe not. Doesn't matter. Push the earth away with the right hand. And now lift the right toes, bend the knee. Toes go behind. Maybe you find a baby wild thing. Express yourself. Get out of your own way. And slowly lower the hips down. Whew. Reposition yourself. Come on down to your back body. This time we're going to go right into it. Lift your toes up towards the earth. Reach the fingertips up and overhead. All right, right hand to left toes, and we're gonna drop the right foot down. So maybe you watch me if you're like, what was that? Okay, and then jump into it when you're ready. Lengthen the tailbone first, lift the tailbone up, bring your low back nice and flush to the yoga mat. Here we go, inhale in. Exhale, right hand towards left toes as you lower the right heel down. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale, other side, left hand to right toes, left heel down. Lift back up. Few more rounds, back and forth, right hand to left toes, and lift. Left hand to right toes, left heel down, and lift. Right to left, and lift. Left to right, and lift. Once more to each side, you got it. And we'll meet at starting position. Here we go, bring the palms down. Rock and roll up into a seat. Extend the left leg. Right foot crosses over left side this time. Plant your palm next to your hip. Whew. Right arm comes inside of the right leg. Maybe you catch the outside of your left foot. This is also a great place for a strap. I should have said that in the beginning. If you have a strap or a belt or a tie, anything that you can wrap around your foot and hold on to, it's awesome. There's no cheating in yoga, so remember that. Okay, again. Plant the left palm down next to the hip. Hug the elbow in towards the side body, right? Grab your extended leg. Reposition this right foot. Lean forward. Lean, lean, lean. Reach the crown. Maybe you lift your hips. There's no right or wrong here. Keep the left elbow hugging in. Reach and lean. Reach, 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 reach. Lean, 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 lean. And slowly release. Awesome job. Bring the right ankle down. Hands over towards the left. Spiral, downward facing dog. Last dog here. Inhale. Exhale, lower the knees, lower the chest and chin. Push the earth away, ripples through the spine, hips go down, heart goes down. Last one of these, interlace, create your own resistance, maybe the funky thumbs on top. Neck hammock, elbows wide, zip up through the legs. And when you're ready, lift up. Lift, lift, lift. You got it. You are strong. You are worthy of this. Elbows wide. Stay lifted for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Awesome job. Press yourself back, child's pose. Take a moment. And nice and slowly, lift your hips up. Come into a tabletop pose. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Whew. Okay. Plant the left palm. Inhale. Open up through the right wing. Exhale. Thread the needle. Right arm underneath the left. Right shoulder comes down to the earth. Right ear follows. Go ahead and tent through the left fingertips here. Elbow goes up towards the sky. Now you can breathe here. I was going to say you can stay here, but no, I want everybody to come with me. So from here, we're moving into a supine twist. So how do we get there? I'm going to tell you. Send the right leg long behind. Curl the toes under and extend through the heel. Now, curl the left toes under. Lift the knee, so we're in this hovering, the lower body's hovering. Take the left knee over towards the left. Right hip comes down to the earth. Spiral, open. Left arm goes over. And we're in a supine twist. Readjust as needed. You can bring your right hand to your left knee, outer left thigh. Take an inhale in. And exhale out. Slowly unravel. Recline pigeon, figure 4. Left ankle crosses over the top of the right thigh. Readjust as needed. And when you're ready, kick up off the right toes. Interlace your fingertips behind the right leg. Left elbow into left thigh or left knee and create space there. Really push the elbow into the knee, into the leg. Just breathe here, soften. Letting go of the breath. Allowing it to come back to its natural ebb and flow. One more inhale. And exhale to release. Awesome job. Unravel just to cross at the ankles. We're gonna rock and roll all the way up and through so we can set up for the other side. Tabletop pose. Plant your right palm now and inhale, open up through the left wing. Exhale, thread the needle, bring it underneath the right arm. Left shoulder, left ear kisses the earth, tent the right fingertips. Pause here, take a moment to breathe. Love your spine, love your body. It does so much for you. All right, here we go. Curl the left toes under, extend the left leg. Curl the right toes under, lift the right knee. Pivot over towards the right and open up, supine twist. Shift your shoulders, press into the back of the head. Maybe you pull your left shoulder over. Whew, the pool deck is nice and hot. Glad I brought my swimming suit for after this. And slowly unravel, recline pigeon. Right ankle over left thigh. Readjust, and when you're ready, kick up off the left toes, interlace behind the left leg. Right elbow, right thigh, create space. Flex your toes, soften your jaw. Maybe you feel the sweat drip down your brow or your back. One more inhale. And exhale to release. Sukhasana, my friends. Extend the right leg out. Extend the left leg out. Bring your palms down to your sides. I need to readjust so my feet are not on the hot deck. I have sweat dripping into my eyeballs. Oh my goodness. So take a moment here to allow your yoga mat to hold you. Allow your yoga mat to support you. As you lay here in your Savasana, I want you to think of one thing that you are grateful for. It can be anything. It can be a person, a pet, a job, a practice, somebody's words, a feeling, anything at all. It can be material. Notice what feelings comes up with that moment of gratitude. Just sneaking in a little extra tidbit there. And stay here as long as you wish. I highly recommend sticking around for a couple minutes. But we can close out together right here, right now. And the freedom is in your hands. Nice and slowly bring your palms together. Lift your thumbs right up to your third eye. Working through resistance. What a practice. May our self-awareness be present today, tomorrow, and always. Let's do our best to make choices that show the world our best selves. Take one final inhale in together. Big breath. And exhale out.